Welcome to Happy Gardening. This session we're going to be growing some lettuce, and I'm going to show you how we're going to grow the lettuce and how we're going to grow it in this pot. I think you've all got a pot like this, and it's got a lid on, and the lid says Happy Gardening. That's right. So I'm going to show you how to grow lettuce, and I've got some that I grew a few weeks ago and it's coming along nicely. There we are. This is what you're going to be growing, some lettuce. Now, it's only a few weeks old and it'll get bigger, but it's the kind of lettuce that you can keep picking and eating as a salad for several weeks. So I'm going to show you that you can eat it. I'm going to pick a bit now. There we are. And it's very nice. Very tender, very sweet. So it's lovely to have, and you don't have to go to the shops and buy it because you'll have it in your homes. So let's have a look at this pot that you've got. Okay, so I'm going to take the lid off and get out what's inside. So what we've got first is, what's this? Let's have a look inside and see what it is. It's brown, it's crumbly, and it's compost. And that's what the seeds are going to grow in. So we've got one bag of compost and then another bag. Okay, what else have we got in here? Oh, we've got a little bag of compost and some seeds. There. You see that says lettuce on there. They're the lettuce seeds. And what's this? These are the instructions. So you can look at these instructions and check out how to sow your lettuce. Okay, so I'm going to put that on one side. I'm just going to talk about the pot for a minute. Now, this is a special pot. I don't know if you can read what's on the label. I'll put it close enough. But it's plastic, but it's made out of recycled plastic. Recycled plastic, that's using all this kind of plastic that you put in the bin. When you put that in the recycling, then it can go and be melted down and made into something new. And this is something new that's been made out of old plastic that people have used for bottles or cakes or whatever. So it's great because we're not throwing the plastic away, we're actually using it again. So this is a nice pot and it's going to last a long time as well. We can grow lots of things in it, but today we're going to be growing the lettuce. So I'm going to show you how to do that. First of all, you're going to take your compost and you're going to tip it into the pot. So that's pretty easy. Try not to spill it as you go. That's it, so that's one lot. I'm just going to push that down a bit because it's quite full. There we are. And then open the other bag. And then tip that in as well. Okay, so there should be just enough to fill the pot, more or less. Okay, so it's quite a lot of compost, so we can press it down just slightly, not too much. Let's press it down, and then I'm just going to break the surface up. So if there's any lumps on the surface, you need to soften those off by just breaking them down so it's nice and smooth and ready for the seeds that we're going to plant. So that's just smoothed off there. Okay, then I'm going to take the seeds. Okay, so I've got my packet here. I'm just going to shake the seeds down so they're all in the bottom. Okay, and I'm going to get some scissors. I did have some scissors, I'll just check. That's it, got my scissors. Okay, and just going to cut the top off like that and open them up. That's it. So I'm just opening up the packet, and then I'm going to just put those seeds onto my hand like that. It's just about enough. There we are. They're very small, so don't let them drop anywhere because they easily disappear. So I'm just going to take them like that, and then take a pinch in my hand. So I'm just taking a little pinch in my hand, and I'm just going to trickle them gently all over, so trying to cover all the surface of the compost with these seeds. So they don't want to go in just one area, they want to go all over as much as possible. That's it. So you should be able to see, don't know if you can see the seeds there. There's some little white specks that hopefully you can see the seeds on top, all spread out. That's it. Right, then I'm going to open the little bag of compost. And I'm going to put some of that in my hand. And I'm just going to sprinkle that over the seeds. So the seeds are covered. That's it. Just a couple of handfuls. And just gently break any lumps down as you go so it's not all lumpy. That's it. And then I'm just going to press that down gently on top. Okay, just make sure all the seeds are definitely covered. And just press down gently. So now it's nice and smooth and pressed down. That's it. Okay, now the next thing is to put, is the lid you got, is now going to become the tray for the pot to go on. Okay, so the reason for the tray is because we're going to put some water into this, which some of it's going to come out into the tray because there's holes at the bottom. So I've got my jug of water, and I'm just going to put a little bit of water all over the surface. That's it. So just watering the surface, making sure all the surface of this compost is covered. That means that all the seeds that are there are going to get a drink. That's it. I'm going to carry on. And then I'm just going to put any spare water in the bottom here so that the seeds can have a drink from the bottom as well. Okay, so that's it basically. You need to put this now in a nice light place, so maybe a windowsill or somewhere where there's plenty of light. Maybe if you've got a conservatory, that would be a good place, but it needs light most of the day. And if you can have the light on in the evening, it gets a bit more light. That's really helpful too. And just check it every day and check that it's moist and wet on top. Doesn't have to be soggy wet, but needs to have a little drink most of the day, most days. So just check that, and I look forward to seeing what you've done on Zoom and talking about it. Okay, well, have fun with that. Okay, see you later.